If you've been following along, y'all should know I'm no longer doing dating apps, and I'm convinced that I'm gonna have a meet cute. So I was coming home from the grocery store about a week and a half ago, and I was blasting my music. I pulled into my parking spot, and a guy from my building was outside working on his car. Love to see it, love a man doing man's work. And when I get out the car, he's like, "What do you know about Burna Boy?" And I'm like, "What do you know about Burna Boy?" I should also mention that he's African, but I won't say from which country specifically. So we have a little banter. He ends up helping me take my groceries upstairs, which he kind of looked through them a little bit. And he mentioned that he's never been to Trader Joe's or Costco. So I was like, well, you have to have a membership for Costco, but like you can come with me if you want to. Then he's like, you should come to my place for dinner soon. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me know. So a big rule of thumb of mine is to never have a first date at a man's place ever. But I just felt like it's kind of different because we live in the same building. Like, we're just a staircase apart. So time passes. We end up crossing paths again. And he's like, oh, do you want to come over for dinner like in a couple days? And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's perfect. So I'm like kind of nervous about it because I'm like, do I dress up? What do I do? I don't know. So I end up wearing a sundress. And like, I still did my makeup and, you know, looked like my gorgeous self. And when I get to his place, he's wearing basketball shorts and slides. But I'm like, you know what? Whatever. We're trying something new. It's fine. So we get into his apartment and I'm like, doesn't smell like dinner.
Baby, what was you expecting him to be dressed up at his crib? This is relaxed. We having dinner. Some shorts and slides. Maybe he didn't make it plain and simple. He's an African brother. Slides with dress slacks. You know, shout out to all my African brothers out there, no matter where you from. Y'all rock the slides with anything. It can't just be basketball shorts. But baby, we got a cold BBW here. Was it Loho JPG or whatever? She's got some funny stuff. I checked her TikTok out. You dealing with an African brother and you made it easy. My man was direct. He was looking through your groceries to see if you was eating healthy, just to see what type of time you was on. You got your sundress on, got the cakes and cheeks out, so he invited you over for dinner. So I'm interested to see where this goes. Let's get into it, guys.
We get to the kitchen, and I just see ingredients laid out all over the countertop. And I'm like, oh, are you about to cook in front of me? And he's like, no, you're gonna make me dinner. And I'm like, you dead ass? He's like, now you don't like to cook. No, you're gonna cook, so cook. I beg your pardon. So to make the really short story even shorter, I took my ass back up to my apartment. The men are losing it. They're losing their minds.
So baby, let's look at this from another perspective, right? You was expecting a hard-hitting pipe at the end of the night after this dinner. So this man is basically saying you gotta earn it. So one thing's for sure, and maybe he might not have been in the country that long, but one thing's for sure is that men from other countries know how lazy American women are when it comes to cooking. And that it's almost standard, if it's not automatic, that when you go out on a date with a woman and it's going to be at the crib, she's going to cook for you. He invited you over. He got the ingredients. He didn't ask you to buy anything. So he's saying, yeah, I'm just testing you out. And you failed miserably. This could have been the man for you. But you basically just blew it off. I'm not about to cook for you. Now, see, in America here, right? Fellas, what we do a lot of times, we'll get with the woman and we'll invite her over and we'll say something along the lines of, let's cook together. Not so in a lot of these other countries. The woman, you're going to get some pan shuffling, get some things cracking. And he figured you was a big girl, you like to eat. So that's the least that you could have did for the homie. But it could have been a cultural thing. You got offended by it. You should have just expounded on this and be like, hey, this is America, Jack. Let's get in here together and let's cook together. If you felt that way, but you just completely walked out because you felt like he was telling you what to do. And that's one thing you don't do with a black woman, is you tell her what to do at all. Even if she is a BBW that likes to eat and looks like she likes to cook. No. She done went and got dolled up, got her sundress on. She was expecting to come in there with a 5-course meal already prepared. But baby, you're the one that should be cooking. My man said, hey, it's your loss at the end of the day. Burna Boy, whatever. Last. Anyway, Let's move on, man.
Okay, so I like to date black. American black, African black, Caribbean black, black. With that said, I have an observation about my experience with African men. I've dated African men both here in the US and when I was living on the continent. With that said, in my experience, a lot of times they're very selfish lovers. Like, their sex is about them getting what they want. And I'm not going to tell you my African body count, but it's high enough for me to form a hypothesis. With that said, I do want to hear from other women. So has that been your experience with African men? Are they selfish lovers, or have you experienced some that are really good and take their time in what they're doing? Like, even the ones that I dated for like 6 months, 9 months at a time, while you would think, oh, they're going to learn me XYZ. So with that said, I was often left disappointed. And this doesn't matter what equipment they have. It's just about them being selfish. So let me know your experience.
Yo, she funny as hell, though. Man, to the African brothers, it seemed like y'all just be leaving the women high and dry. Y'all don't be reciprocating nothing. Y'all just say, hey, I work and that's enough. If I decide to work, you're going to be the one working around this joint. I'm the man. You know, patriarchy still rules over there. But this woman said, evidently, baby, you've been getting your cheeks clapped on the regular. Now, I don't know, between her and the last BBW, these are 2 BBWs. What's up with all these dark circles y'all be having going on, man? This one is around her eyes. The last one was around her neck. Y'all ladies, then you commanding something. And I guess if you got the money, you can command things to a certain extent. But Buddy's like, yo, I'm just here for a good time. I'm not here, and I'm here for my good time. I'm not here for your good time. You need to cook for a player. You need to get things cracking. No, you need to sit there and I'm going to do my thing. We're not here to make you reach the pinnacle of your day right now. It's about me. You should be happy that I'm here. That's how these guys are coming off. Man, is this what's going on? Are we in America? Are American men? Are we too soft? Do we give these women too much? Are we doing too much? And these African dudes just get away with doing the bare minimum for the ladies? Is that what's happening? Man, let me know. Yo, let me know what you guys think, though. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit me up on Linktree to book a one-on-one with yours truly. Purchase all my books, merch, t-shirts. Helps us support the channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. With that being said, much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video that's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. This is your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm out of here. Peace.
Yeah. 50 Cent. 50. Part 2. Bring it back. Yeah. Can't forget Tony. 50. UK.